I will start my presentation.
Before that, I'll speak one line, okay? And after that, they'll be welcome. Then you start your presentation. You just
Sure.
wait for 2 3 minutes, yeah.
Sure, sir.
Yes, you can start, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Deshmukh. I'm very happy that we have a very learned scientist with us. He is Dr. Tikam Chand Dhakal. I know him since the last 1.5 decade. He was in IMTech, Chandigarh. And we also did some work together, me and Tikam. So over to Chetna, please, you can welcome.
Thank you, sir. कौन किस पर मेहरबान होता है यहाँ कौन किस पर मेहरबान होता है यहाँ आप सब आए हैं ये आपकी मेहरबानी है A marvelous noon to one and all. This is Chetna. I extend a hearty welcome to you on this auspicious session of Biotechnology for Sustainable Development. As you are well familiar with the fact that we all are living in the scientific world, and science has given us loads and loads of comforts and discoveries. So today we are going to learn loads and loads of new things that how biotechnology is useful for the sustainable development. So I would like to give a very, very warm welcome to the Honorable Dr. Arvind Deshmukh, who is the President of Microbiology Society of India, Chandigarh. He is the pillar of this society because he is the one who acts as a strength of this amazing society and provided us platform for this panel discussion. I extend a hearty welcome to Dr. Swarnjit Singh, who is the President of Chandigarh Tri-City, and he is working in the form of former head of environmental biotech of CSIR MTech. A dream doesn't become reality through magic. It takes sweat, determination, and hard work. There is no limit of ambitions, and that they are not restricted to anyone. One can do all the best possible one is anxious to do. And this example has been set by Honorable Dr. Swarnjit Singh. He has got many awards as well, and his many publications has also been published. His name is listed in top 2% global scientists. Dr. Swarnjit Singh was awarded a prize by the DGCSIR for 2 of his publications that were listed in 70 top publications of the CSIR on its 70th Foundation Day. He has contributed to the society and masses by spreading science to the remotest corners of the country. He is the president of the Microbiology Society of India, Chandigarh, and fellow of so many associations. Dr. Swarnjit Singh is the chairman biodiversity and chairman pioneers in microbiology. He has served in MTCC and Gene Bank, now the first IDA in India. Member in 2 WFCC committees, member of Task Force National Biodiversity Authority, Chennai. He has been awarded Loyola Environmental Award. His publications are in high impact factor journals and in literature and cited around 16,000 times. It's really good to have such amazing scientists with us today. And now I would like to welcome the chief guest of today. I would like to give a big hand for Dr. Tikam Chand Dhakal. Sir, we are really lucky that you gave us your prize time and precious time for this auspicious, exclusive interview talk on the biotechnology sustainable development. Dr. Tikam Chand Dhakal has done his PhD from Italy. He has done his postdoctorate from Canada. France Senior Scientist USA. He has been working as an assistant professor in biotechnology in the field genome and computational biology lab in the Department of Biotechnology from MLS University, Udaipur, Rajasthan. So if I will like to talk about his awards, honors, or academic qualifications, when I was going through his CV, there were lots and lots of things. So I just couldn't understand what to put and what not to put because uh, he has done lots and lots of things. He has qualified like the students who are aspiring for PhD. So you are an inspiration for us, sir, because you have qualified GATE in 2007 and you have cleared CSIR UGC NET examination, qualified thrice in 2007, 2008, and 2009. You are really doing a great work if I'll talk about your academic qualifications, then you have done your 10th and 12th from Kendriya Vidyalaya CBSE board from Udaipur, Rajasthan. You have done your BSc in Life Sciences and MSc in Biotechnology from Mohanlal Sukhadia University, Udaipur, Rajasthan in the year 2002 to 2007. In 2015, you have got HMR Foundation postdoctorate grant of rupees 14,000. Sorry, it's 14,000 Canadian dollars per year. And in year 2018 and 2020, you have got UGC Starter Fellowship of rupees 10 lakhs. In year 2018 to 2021, you have got early career research grant of rupees 32.59 lakh rupees. If I'll talk about your awards and honors, first prize in national level article writing and publishing competition organized by Microbiologist Society of India, Chandigarh in 2021. You have also got the Best Teacher Award by Microbiologist Society of India, Chandigarh in 2021 on the day 7th of December. And you have also been awarded by INSC Bangalore in 2020 for the Research Excellence and Academic Excellence Award. And you have got the award for Best Presentation Award by DST Government of India in 2019. And many manuscripts have also been published about you. So this is all about your academic qualifications, all your awards and honors. But we were really looking ahead to know about that, how biotechnology is useful for the sustainable development and how you make it to there, how you have overcome all the obstacles in your life, and how have you reached to this point of time that, doing lots and lots of research work. We are really looking ahead to know about all those things. So with this, I would like to hand over to Dr. Tikam Chandakal. Thank you.
Thank you very much for saying so many beautiful lines for me. So I once again like to thank Professor Deshmukh Sahab, President Microbiology Society of India. And I would also like to thank Dr. Swanji Singh sir, my supervisor, my mentor, my all-time scientific advisor also, for giving me this opportunity to speak about this wonderful topic that is like biotechnology for the sustainable development. So now I can share my presentation here.
Yes.
Visible clearly? Is my presentation visible clearly, Professor
Yes.
Dr. Sanjeev Singh sir?
Yes, it is clear. Very clear.
So, biotechnology for sustainable development, basically it is like a very vast, it's a very big term when we talk about the biotechnology and when we talk about the sustainable development. Individually also, these two words, they are like very big word. Biotechnology is a science which deals with, like, it was the starting of the science where the science and the technology came together, especially the biological sciences. They came together with the technology, where we started doing the research, not just for ourselves, not just for finding the basics of the research, the fundamentals of the research, but to think something about that level, so that we can make some product out of our knowledge, our inventions. So biotechnology in itself is like a very big term. It has many areas like microbiology, bioinformatics, computational biology, cell biology, immunology, medical sciences, and there are many other fields that comes under the biotechnology. And when we talk about the sustainable development also, so the sustainable development is, in fact, it's like a very, very big term. This term is not just used in the field of biotechnology, but also used in each and every stream of education, even in the arts, even in the commerce, even in the management, in tourism, in management, in science, everywhere. So altogether, it is like it would, if I start talking about the biotechnology for sustainable development, so there are a lot of information already in the in the internet that one can access there, and that they can take like a lot of knowledge from there also. But for this presentation, I tried my level best to gather some most current, most important, most fascinating, something which is very important, very urgently required, some solutions that are very urgently required, and where the biotechnology is playing the very important role. So that type of research, or that type of I mean, I can say, the biotechnological interventions I have tried to uh, put into my presentation. So this is like biotechnology refers to a technological applications that uses biological systems and living organisms or their derivatives for the creation of or modification of products or processes for specific uses. This is basically the definition of the biology from Convention on Biological Diversity, Article number 2, use of the terms, United Nations, 1992. So the thing is that biotechnology, it employs the different kind of like host system to develop some products, that are of use for the welfare of the mankind, but for the welfare of the animals, for the welfare of the for the betterment of our environment, for the betterment of our life, our health status, and like that. So if we talk about the biotechnology or types of the biotechnology, there are many different types of biotechnology. So if we talk about the red biotechnology is the biotechnology in that employs the use of bioorganisms, microorganisms in medicine, for the production of antibiotics, for the cultivation of bacteria, for production of some biotherapeutics. That comes under the red biotechnology. There is a white biotechnology, which is which mainly deals with industrial biotechnology. There is yellow biotechnology. It is basically related with the food biotechnology. So where we have, we do the biotechnology research in particular related with the food, toxicology of the food, like this. There is a green biotechnology, which is the most important and the emerging area of biotechnology that has played a, like, a very important or pivotal role uh, in the sustainable development and livelihood, and also solving many different environment problems. So the green biotechnology, it's basically applies to the agriculture biotechnology, and the solutions to control disease and to improve the productivity of the crops, that comes under the green biotechnology. Then there is a blue biotechnology, which deals with the sea, which deals with the oceans, the microbiology, and like the phytoplanktons and the zooplanktons we have there, and how we can use those phytoplanktons and zooplanktons as the biotechnological tool for the welfare of mankind, or for the other biological systems, or for the development of some new products from there. There is a gray biotechnology, which also deals with the environmental problems. And there is a gold biotechnology, which is also an emerging area of biotechnology that deals basically with, that is basically a like a, field of biotechnology called as bioinformatics, where we are mainly interested in obtaining some and storing, analyzing, and separation of biological informations that are mainly related with the DNA sequences, amino acid protein sequences, RNA sequences, and like that. So these are the types of biotechnology. So if I talk about any one also, one type of biotechnology also and its role in the sustainable development, it would take like almost like a week to finish my talk. So I tried my level best to to gather some information, to find out some most relevant or most interesting things about the biotechnological interventions that are towards the sustainable development. So, if we see the journey of the biotechnology, it's a like very simple journey I'm showing. We have done a lot of advancement in the field of biotechnology. So we, the it started with the term. So whenever we start any field, we always start with a name. What's the name of that field? So when we started the biotechnology, it was it it was named biotechnology by uh, a Hungarian scientist, Carl Rilke. So he coined this term biotechnology in 1919, and then in 1928 we all know that the Scottish scientist Alexander Fleming, he discovered the antibiotic named penicillin. Then in 1943 we had that's very important scientist. Everybody know about him. He was Avery. He discovers that the DNA is the carrier of gene. So there were a lot of advancement, and they slowly the biotechnology started growing slowly. And in the year 1953, there was a breakthrough in the biotechnology field when the Watson and Crick, they described the double helix model of the DNA, which was a breakthrough research in the field of biotechnology. And after that, the biotechnology started running like, it started taking leap and bounds developments. So in 1969, enzyme was synthesized in vitro. In vitro synthesis of enzymes was started. And then, first genetically modified transgenic plant was presented in 1983, that year that when I was born. So it like, 40 years before we started having the first genetically modified plants. In 1997, then we had the first loan of the mammals, dolly ship. And then during the same time, we started also our human genome project. So that took like almost 4-5 years to finish that project. And then we all know that in the start of this this 21st century, in 2005, and we had the next generation sequencing technologies. So now we all know that now we are in 2022, and we know that for like past 2 or more than 2 years, we are badly affected by the SARS coronavirus. And where also we all know that how the scientists across the world, they have developed so many of technologies to combat that disease, to find solution for treatment of this deadly disease. So biotechnology has application everywhere. It is not applicable to only health science. It is not just applicable to the agriculture science, but it is applicable to each and every area of where human has its interest. So if we talk about this sustainable development, so sustainable development is the development that meets the need of the present time, but without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs by themselves also. So this is like very simple definition of the sustainable development, that whatever we have to do, we can do today, but we have to ensure that we are not compromising that our future generation would not have such possibilities. So we have to think about our future generations also. The sustainable development is that whatever we have today, we should have that one tomorrow also. If we finish everything today, we will not have anything for our future generations. So the principle of this is basically the principle of sustainable development is to secure the future. We have to secure the future by living within the environmental limits. We have to live within the environmental limits. We have to ensure a strong, healthy, and a just society. We have to promote the good governance also. We have to use sound science responsibility also. We have to use the science. Here comes our main role, that we have to use the science also very responsibly, and we have to achieve the sustainable economy also. That is very much important. So sustainable development has four pillars. It has so we have to achieve the social sustainability, human sustainability, economic sustainability, environmental sustainability. So the thing is that whatever we are doing today, we have to develop technologies so that we can secure our future. We can secure the future of our future generations also. These are the 17 sustainable development goals decided by the UNA also. So I do not want to go in more detail into this one, because this is all about, this is not take like, not all these 17 goals are related with the biotechnology, because many of these are related with the social sustainability, some are related with economical sustainability, some are related with some other type of sustainability. So I'm just showing this one, not talking too much about this one. So here comes the biotechnology for the sustainable development. This picture itself, it shows everything. It shows how the biotechnology for sustainable development is important in the field of health. By development of the biopharmaceuticals, medical devices, nutraceuticals, nowadays, like it has become very important to to evaluate the 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 biopotential, the the pharmacological properties of the drugs that we obtain from the plants. So nutraceutical science is growing nowadays very fast. Biomolecules, biosimilars. So these things come under the biohealth. Then it's the bioenergy. We are almost done. We are almost finished with the fuels we had. Now in coming years, we won't have the gasoline with us. We won't have the petrol, and we don't have the fuel with us. So what alternate we have? After 10 years, what we gonna do? So we should have something in our hand, so that we can keep our life going. So that's why for the biotechnology for sustainable development, we are also considering the development of biodiesel, bioethanol, biomethane, bio-oils. So all the fuels, these are coming from the waste products, or some byproducts, or some other type of microorganisms that are being employed in in this particular research endeavor for the production of these biofuels. Then we have bioindustrial, where we have agri-fiber composite, bioadhesive, biocoatings, bioplastics, biocatalyst, biosolvents. There are many different things. And what Dr. Sonji Singh sir has just mentioned, that we work together on bioconcrete, that also comes under the bioindustrial aspect of this biotechnology for sustainable development. Because nowadays, the breakthrough in the field of construction science is the bioconcrete, which we already worked, like almost like 12 years ago. We were working together on this particular field. Then we have agri-biotech products, livestock vaccines, plant genetics, animal nutrition, supplements. So these are some of these are this is not the full, this is not the full scope of the biotechnology for the sustainable development. It's just a snapshot of the biotechnology for the sustainable development. So the world population is currently around 7.5 billions, maybe more, because I took this information from internet. So and the rate with which it is increasing, it is posing a big threat to sustainability, to the mankind, because with the increase in the population, we need livelihood. Also, we need stuffs, we need to eat, we need medicines also, we need we need everything. And for that, we have to we have to rely on our nature, and that we have to protect. That we just do not have to protect for ourselves, but we have to protect for our future also. And there comes the role of the biotechnology for the sustainable development. So, biotechnology has been accepted as a solution for environmental challenges. Biotechnology promises to make a significant contribution in enabling the development of better healthcare, enhanced food security, and improved supplies of potable water. It Biotechnology also offers new opportunities for global partnerships by adopting and adapting processes that has evolved in nature. Biotechnology typically replaces crude chemical reactions with biological activities. Nowadays, everything, for every manufacturers, every company, they need everything with a biological solution, biotechnological solution, biofertilizers, biopesticides. They do not want chemical reactions for some biotransformation, some transformation reaction. They want enzymes to do that for us. And here comes the field of biotransformation, bioremediation. So the biotechnology for the sustainable development, if I start talking about some specific fields, so we have the genetically modified organisms, which are being used since decades and will be used for many more decades for the sustainable development. So, like if we are thinking about to make plant pest resistant or disease resistant, some salt resistant, or like that, we want to make some them to adapt to some typical type of environmental conditions, then we have to take help of genetically modified organisms. We can genetically modify plants also, we can genetically modified organisms also, microbes also we can genetically modified, so that we can use those microorganisms for the production of by some products that can be used for the benefit of the humans. So so biotechnology in genetically modified crops helps farmer to minimize yield loss from the pests, and they can have more food. It also allows like important non-target insects like bees, butterflies, earthworms, ladybugs, and to flourish, and thus enhancing the biodiversity also. So it uses also its use also improves soil health, and it conserve the tillage also. So drought resistant, and I already mentioned, like so if we use genetically modified organisms, not just the plants, but also the microbes, we can produce many different bioproducts. We can produce many pharmaceutical products also. We can produce medicines also, like insulin is also produced by genetically modified organisms. So we can develop products using genetically modified organisms for the benefit of mankind. Bioplastic, we know it's a very big problem. Plastic is a very big problem. How to make the plastic biodegradable, or because the plastic, it has strength, it has flexibility, it has ease. So to to find another alternate solution for the plastic is very difficult. And the main important thing is that we have to make the plastic biodegradable. So there are many companies, there are many countries also. They are like working in the field of in this particular field to make bioplastic. And like in France, the company Carbonate is using microbial enzyme to break down and recycle commonly used plastics. So they are using the microorganisms to degrade this plastic. Other companies, there are some companies in other Netherlands also, in France also, and there are some in different countries also. They are making biodegradable plastic. So if it is not biodegradable, then this will pose serious environmental problems. So that we have to think about how we can find a solution to to have biodegradable plastic. And here we can take the help from the biotechnology to ensure the sustainable development. Biofertilizers. I remember that once Professor Deshmukh Saab, he gave a presentation of biofertilizer. That was a wonderful presentation. I suggest you all that you just try to have that presentation from Professor Deshmukh Saab, and you will learn a lot of things from that presentation. So biofertilizers, we are continuously using chemical fertilizers. Okay, urea. We started using urea. Okay, our productivity goes up. Our productivity goes up very fast. That is okay. But at the same time, these fertilizers, these chemical fertilizers, they they change it. They modify the quality of the soil. They deteriorate basically the quality of the soil. And once we take that food product out,
Hello, please unmute your mics. Hello, please off your mics. Please off your mic. Vashani, Vaishnavi, please
yes, sir.
mute your
Yes.
mic. Okay, Tikam, go ahead.
so biofertilizers. So for the biofertilizers, we are using algae, we are using plants, we are using microorganisms, Pseudomonas, fluorescens, Trichoderma, Phosphobacteria, Rhizobium, Azobacter, many other bacteria and plants we are using for the production of biofertilizers. So if we keep on using chemical fertilizers, not only the quality of the soil will get deteriorated, also our health will also have a huge impact because of the use of the because of the use of the chemical fertilizers. So we have to think about an alternate, and the alternate is biofertilizers. The chemical crops fertilizers are responsible for environmental pollutions, the chemical based fertilizers. So a more sustainable alternative would be to replace them with the living microorganisms that can interact with the crop, and they can stimulate their growth and their health. So when the plant would be healthy, and the same plants we are eating them as a food, so we would be healthy also. So whatever we are doing for ourselves. But by using the biofertilizers, we can take care of the health of the plant, and by eating those plants, our health would also be good. Biopesticides. I think I should not have to say anything. The picture itself is saying everything. What happens when we use pesticides, chemical pesticides? If we use chemical pesticides, you can see how the grapes would become. This is not just the case with the grapes, it's the case with all the foods, each type of foods. Our paddy, wheat, and if we are applying the pesticide there, so the same the same health hazard that were associated with the chemical based fertilizers, they are also associated with the chemical pesticides also. So here we have to find some solutions that we have to develop the biopesticides, and using those biopesticides we can protect the plants, and also these biopesticides would be a safer alternate, or would be a safer for human also. So there are many companies in France also, in Europe, in Belgium, a company like Bioteals. There are some Swiss companies also like Agro Sustain. These companies, they are producing biopesticides for the commercial use, and by using these biopesticides, we can take care of the diseases in the plants, and at the same time we can ensure that these biopesticides would not impact the human health. Nobody can imagine that we are able to use biotechnology for clothing also. Fashion is the big sustainability issue. What fashion we have today, what fashion we would have tomorrow, biotechnology could put a stop to its environmental impact by replacing polluting chemicals process and making textile waste recyclable and biodegradable. Enzymes are already used routinely to wash and bleach clothings, and to prevent wool from shrinkage. So there are many problems in the textile industries also, where like related with washing, bleaching, and shrinkage, where we need the biotechnological solutions. So here we use the enzymes. Here we use the enzymes, and these enzymes, they take care of those problems. So they are, even the this Adidas, they are making the shoes with the product that is the outcome of biotechnology. So the biotechnology is spanning this, like it's is going everywhere. It has it is finding its roots everywhere, in every sector of industries, in every sector of development. It is growing biotechnology. Cosmetic, many companies in France, US, they are making the because they are making the cosmetic products using the biotechnological products, or by the intervention of biotechnology somewhere during their formulation. So these chemicals we are applying every day to our face, our hairs, our skin. So these products, if we can make these products biological products, then application of these products to our face, to our skin, to our ears would be a safe solution, would be a safe option. So that's what we need now. So this is also need of today, and this would also be the need of tomorrow. Biofuels. Biofuels, it's something Professor Dr. Sonji Singh sir, he worked in the field of bioethanol. I remember that they were using the microorganisms, to convert some plants into some sugars that can be taken up by the yeast for the production of ethanol. So now, earlier it was like from the sugarcane bagasse, from the corn, many different crops, many different, sometimes the waste coming from the forest, waste coming from the household, that were being converted into some intermediate product, and after that it was finally converted into the ethanol. So Mukesh Ambani is also his Reliance Life Sciences. He has one of his aims of biofuel production also, and they are using the algae, for the production of biofuels. I also worked in this particular field. I got a grant also, and I I did some work on this particular field where I was basically interested in generating some yeast strains that are robust yeast strains that can withstand the harsh industrial conditions, high temperature, high osmolarity, high sugar condition, high salt conditions. So if we can have such microorganisms, they can withstand those harsh industrial fermentation conditions, and these strains, yeast strains or the microbial strains, if they can survive there, and they can, because these are those strains that convert the product, one product into the another one. That another one is the biofuel. So that's what I wanted to do here in this particular project. The idea was that we have to find some strains, and then we have to genetically cross them. And when we have two desired strains, that one strain is having the one strain can withstand high temperature, and the second strain can withstand high salt condition, high sugar condition. And if we cross those two strains, then we can have the progenies, and maybe we can have one or some progenies having the trait or having the characteristic of both the parents. I mean, like the progenies would withstand the high temperature and the high sugar together. So likewise, we can combine many different traits, and we can combine and do the genetic crossing in different ways, so as to obtain the desired, so as to generate the desired strains for their biotechnological application, especially for the production of the biofuels. So this was the methodology. I do not want to go into the more detail, but it's like that. I was doing the intraspecific genetic crossing, then I was doing the phenotypic trait measurement, reference genome bulk segregation analysis, QTL mapping, QTL SNP validations, like that. So this is like a complex it was very complicated project, and I'm still doing my research in this particular field. And here with this one, we can develop some strains that can withstand some the strong or harsh environmental conditions that are usually we see in the industrial fermentation processes. And if we have some robust strains that can withstand those conditions, we can have the bioproduct from those strains very easily. And last but not the least, for the construction materials also, the biotechnology has a very important role. So here comes the work that myself and Dr. Sonji Singh sir, we did together. The work was on the bioconcrete. So the bioconcrete is something that there are many bacteria that are basically called as calcium carbonate producing bacteria or calcifying bacteria. Basically, they produce calcium carbonate, and that calcium carbonate, if we have those microbes, and if we allow these microbes to grow inside the the cracks and the where we have the cracks in the walls, or to seal something, these microbes, they will grow there, they will secrete the calcium carbonate, and in this way they will be able to seal those the cracks. And the most important thing about this technology is that this bioconcrete is more strong than the conventional concrete which we use, like the reinforced concrete, the high strength concrete, and the other kind like nowadays we have ultra high performance concrete also. So the bio concrete is something very different, very strong, it has very high strength also. And here we can use the microbes to produce the calcium carbonate, and these microbes will be helpful for taking care of the um, the problems, constructional problems, yeah, like cracks. So nowadays, like many countries, especially those countries where there are many heritage buildings are there, like in Spain, like in Portugal, like in Italy, like in India also we have Taj Mahal, and there are like many old heritage buildings we have. And if those buildings are getting cracked, their walls are getting cracked, we need to seal those cracks. And here the application of biotechnology, application of microorganisms could be very important. So with this, I just want to finish my talk for today, and I hope that I tried my best to not give each and every detail about the sustainable development, but I tried to showcase some important fields where the sustainable development and the biotechnological interventions are really needed, and how world where the world and how much world has already done research in those particular field. So this was very important for all of us to know, and that's what I have done, that I tried to gather the information, relevant information, fascinating information, some information, so that you can become motivated, so that you can, if anyone interested, they can take on some projects, they can start working on those, any of those fields, and they can make their career in those fields. And because these fields, they have sustainable growth also, they are not just the need of today, they would be the need of tomorrow also. So we need researchers in this particular field, we need researchers to work in the field of biotechnology for sustainable development. With this, I would like to thank you all. Now I would like to have the panel discussion with Professor Dr. Sanjay Singh sir and Professor Deshmukh sir.
Yes, Tikam, it was a excellent talk, and this will be very useful for the children, for the students, for the research people, and also for the teachers.
Thank you.
It's a very broad outlook of what is biotechnology and what is the application of biotechnology. So for the sake of audience, I want to ask you one or two questions. What are the microbes?
Yes, sir, please, sir.
What are the microbes which make biocement? What are the microbes which make biocement?
Sir, there are many strains. Sir.
Okay.
Bacteria. In the bacteria, we have the Bacillus. Bacillus is the main strain. There are
Right.
many other strain, many subspecies of the Bacillus that produce the bioconcrete.
Right.
So we have, I together with Professor Dr. Sanjay Singh, we have published 3 papers in this particular field. And if someone is interested, they can read those papers. All 3 are review papers, but you will be surprised to know that what there was a one review paper, and it has citations also, a lot of citations, and has an impact factor more than 6. So it is in the reviews in biotechnology and environmental sciences or something like that. So I suggest that you can read, students, they can read those papers, and they can get benefited.
Yes, mostly it is Bacillus species, because Bacillus
Yeah.
is very strong bacteria, and it is
Yeah.
having plasmid. Bacteria is having a plasmid, which makes it very, very sturdy. It can grow in very high temperature also, 45 degree or 50 degree, and even 90 degree sometimes.
Yeah.
So
Great.
in hot countries like India, Rajasthan, the temperature goes to about 45, 50. So this bacillus can produce bioconcrete in thermophilic condition also. And it is having plasmids, which can also grow in psychrophilic condition. Supposing you go to France, where there are many monuments, you go to Italy, there are many monuments. The temperature is very low. The temperature is about 4 degree to 0 degree, minus 10, minus 20. This bacillus can survive in psychrophilic environment also. So bacillus is a very versatile microbe. Even Pseudomonas is good, but in case of bioconcrete, it is mostly bacillus. So Tikam, tell us something.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
tell me something. How do they micro seal the micro cracks? How do they manage to seal the micro cracks in a monument?
Yeah. In the monuments, basically, is that the production of the calcium carbonate. The bacteria, the Pseudomonas and the Bacillus, basically what they do is that during their cellular bite and transformation reactions that's going inside their system, and after that they secrete the calcium carbonate. So this calcium carbonate is the product that helps in the sealing of the cracks in the architectural, like heritage buildings, or the monuments. So if we apply those bacteria there, they can seal the cracks, and by producing the calcium carbonate. This is basically the main
Right.
working principle of
It is
this
really,
nature of these.
yeah, it's very amazing that these single cell microbes, they can seal the micro cracks in monuments of great, great importance, right? Chemistry cannot do it. Chemistry cannot seal micro cracks, whereas the smart bugs like Bacillus, they can seal the micro cracks in a monument which is having high historical importance. It's really great. Really great.
Yeah, these microorganisms, once they start growing into the cracks, they can reach to each and every corner of the crack,
Yes.
and
Yes.
by secreting the calcium carbonate, and they can seal like the micro cracks also. But
Right.
the same thing, if we are applying the cement there, the cement won't go to the micro cracks, and it won't seal the micro cracks. But yes, this the Bacillus and the Pseudomonas and these strains, they can reach to the micro level cracks, and then they can seal them. Yes.
Yes. And the building, the monument, the bridge, there are big, big bridges in which there are micro cracks. Even in the roads, on the road, there are micro cracks. These microbes can seal micro
Yes.
cracks in cemented roads, in bridges, big, big bridges, and make the bridges and monuments very, very strong again. This is the beauty.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Sir. Yes, sir. Agree, sir. Yeah.
And Dr. Deshmukh, would
And
you like
also,
to?
like nowadays,
Hello.
Dr. Deshmukh,
Yes,
please
excellent
ask.
talk.
Yes.
No, excellent talk has been given by Tikam.
Right.
And
thank you, sir.
what
Thank
you
you,
are
sir.
talking about biocement.
Yes.
One of my student,
Yes.
her name is Trapti Jamal Pure.
Okay.
She did her PhD in Bath University, UK.
All right.
On the same topic.
Very nice.
And her video is available on YouTube at present.
Okay. Okay.
Biocement by Trapti Jamalpure.
All right.
And really, this biocement has a great future.
Yes.
But it is our duty that we should reach up to the people.
Right.
We should create awareness. And I congratulate both of you, Tikam sir, as well as yourself, for arranging such a beautiful lecture.
Yes.
Which
yes.
is now recorded on our YouTube channel.
Yes.
And which will be available to more than 30,000 teachers and students.
Very good. Very good. So people will come to know. People will come to know what is bioconcrete.
Yeah.
That's very
Thank
good.
you. Thank you to both of you.
Thank you, sir. Now, Chetna, you can please give vote of thanks.
A very good afternoon to one and all. There is always an end to every event such as this auspicious session. Today, we are very glad that Dr. Tikam Chand joined us today. Thank you, sir, for giving your precious time and prize time to us. That was really an amazing lecture. We really enjoyed it and it was really informative. Thank you so much, sir. I would like to thank Dr. Swanjit Singh and Dr. Arvind Deshmukh, who are the president of Microbiology Society of India, Chandigarh. Thank you, sir, for organizing such amazing sessions for us. And we are really looking ahead for such amazing sessions. Thank you so much, sir. At last but not the least, I would like to thank everyone who joined this session today for making this session a great success. Finally, I'll leave you with these inspiring lines. ज़मीर जिंदा रख, कबीर जिंदा रख, सुल्तान भी बन जाए तो दिल में फकीर जिंदा रख, हौसले के तरकश में कोशिश का वो तीर जिंदा रख, हार जा चाहे जिंदगी में सब कुछ मगर फिर से जीतने की उम्मीद जिंदा रख. Thank you. Once again, I thank you all for your attention. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Chetna. You did the meeting very well. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.